Well, good day there, boys and girls. It's another beautiful day here today up at the Offgrid homestead. Me and the doggy, we're up here just grinding away here at the workshop project. Now, we're making good ground here, but there's lots left to do. We're just moseying around here. Snowing again, it's pretty chilly, but no worries there because we're working inside today, which is nice. The last video I did was on bush camp there, the whole Offgrid homestead deal, and we worked on solar panels. So I got 6 of them put up over there, and then also put up a couple here over at the workshop. Fire going here, get her heated up in there for us. That'll be damn nice. And yeah, so over here, for those who are just following the workshop project, I set up a couple panels here quickly. These are the ones that were at my cabin, so that's in the last video I put. And then oh yeah, here's our workshop we're working on, guys. She's a beauty. I actually have lots to do in this video. I got pieces of tin I gotta put on the roof yet. Not looking forward to it. What's going on here with my fire, eh? The big project today is I got this drywall mud and tape and all that stuff, and I gotta work at this. I have never ever done this before, so we'll have to see how it goes here, guys. Get a feel for it and start doing it. It's a nice project to start on, the first time I've ever done this, because doesn't have to be perfect, because I'm gonna turn around and put kites in here and it's gonna be a mess. So I'm not gonna fuss around with it too bad, that's for sure, because otherwise there it's just gonna be, you know, probably just ruin it all. So I don't want to get too fancy with it. Just get a feel for it, fill in some of these bigger cracks and whatnot, and just kind of tidy her up a bit before we paint it, and then we're doing good. So I'm not overly looking forward to it, but hopefully it goes all right here once we get her going. So I'm just trying to get her all figured out here with this mudding, but get through the learning curve here and not going too quickly. So I'm getting some lights set up here because we're gonna need them. We're gonna be in the dark here real quick. So the right size merits are the only merits I don't have here. I have a couple of yellow ones, but they're a little bit too big. So these will hold like this though, so I might put all 4 in, I'm just not sure yet. I have to come back to all this, so we'll just leave them hang. But okay, so I just have a couple top post connectors here, and I'm just gonna jimmy this here quickly so that I can turn lights on here and work in the dark. And I'm just gonna run it off the battery from the RAM charger here quick, but this is obviously not permanent. Now these post connectors are like $4 a piece, or $4.50 for both of them, sorry. So and I find myself needing them, so I didn't mind buying them, even if I'm just gonna jimmy them here temporarily. So I'm just pinching that off. It's not big enough wire to put in there properly, and we'll just tighten it up real quick, and that'll give power. Ha! Fuck yeah, boys! We're gonna have no problem at all lighting this place up. Look at that. Are they flickering on me? It's hard to say. See, there's 3 settings on these. They might be flickering on me, but 3 settings on these, so that's what I want. Oh yeah, she's bright in here, boys. So I think they might be flickering. I probably don't have great connection here. Yeah, this is gonna work good, guys. Got all the lights put in there. Yeah, okay guys. Well, we definitely don't have any issue with lighting, that's for sure. She's bright as can be in here, so my battery is just real dead, of course, and that's good. So yeah, no issue there at all. Got a fire. I've had it going on in here all day today. Let this dry. I'm working away at her. I'm started on this side a bit, but There's quite a few imperfections here, I'm sure of it, so I'm playing around with a bigger knife there and I'm trying to get it smoothed out or whatever. Just kind of a fuck around. I gotta make sure to keep my patience with this shit. And I'm gonna try and get it good here this time because I don't want to do it again. Get her done here, boys. Like, this is kind of pitiful. I got so much to do. We're fucking around with this stuff, eh? Okay guys, so I'm just working on getting this video out. Now originally in this video I had put all the drywall mudding and stuff. You can kind of see me throughout working on it and stuff. I did show me actually doing it. Now the reason for that is, it was my first time doing it, but like I had a decent idea in my head and I sure as hell spent enough time on it. But it didn't go exactly how it should have went. You know, I thought I had it so it would look good and everything, but it wasn't actually perfect. Now there's definitely some flaws there with the tape and stuff. The big issue I had was not getting enough mud on there. I was really concerned about getting it on there thin, so I had to do minimal sanding because I didn't want to sand it much, but I got so thin you can actually see the outline of the tape there on the finished product, which is too bad, but what can you do, you know? So that's why I'm not showing you. Not that I'm trying to cover up my mistakes, because I'm telling you about them, but like it was just my fault. I spent lots of time on it. I just didn't really understand how it was all gonna look once it was painted. Now once I painted it white, it all looked fine and dandy with the primer. Once I put my colored paint on there, it popped a little more, that's for sure. But looking at it now, I would know what to do differently, I think, and could do a much better job. But oh no, it's a good finished project. Like, it looks damn nice. There's definitely flaws to it that are visible, but actually most of them ended up getting covered up anyway when we finished it. So you'll see that it turned out really nice, but it just really wasn't how you should do it, I guess. So that's why I'm not showing it in the video, but anyway, yeah, it turned out nice. It's a skinny check, right? So no worries there, guys. Okay, guys, so that went way smoother today. There just wasn't as much to do as well. We're still up pretty late here, but it's better than last night. We got started later tonight. See these boots? They're good boots, but they're not good for winter. Those have lasted me all summer, which is a miracle. I've had these, like, I'm hard on them. I've had these for a few years, but you can see here I've got issues with them. Just the right side. I'm looking for someone who wears out the left side. So I'm gluing the fucker back together. I've seen this Gorilla Glue on TV, bud. You're gonna watch out when we bring the Gorilla Glue out here, or if you'll glue yourself, bud. So I'm gonna glue this brick. So, oh yeah. It's storming like crazy outside there today, and I get damn nervous when I see it snowing like this, because I drive, like, my road to my house here is miles and miles and miles of unmaintained road. So when it starts snowing, and particularly blowing like it is today, well, that means it puts me in a lot of trouble, does me very little good, all the snow. So hopefully this glue works. It's going to sit a while, so I'll let it sit there overnight. I got lots of it if I ever need to do it again. I'm doing this because these are pretty fancy dancy boots here. Cost me $200 to get this same pair. I've had that pair a while. If I don't wear them all the time, I gotta apply pressure. That cougar is not gonna stick, so we'll put some firewood on it. But, oh fuck, that's not gonna work with this shit. I've had them a few years, so they've done me pretty good, but I want to suck all the life out of them I can. And, yeah, so that'll be good. Lots to do tomorrow. I'm getting ready to paint the thing. I have paint for it. Got that today, all that stuff. I want to get ripping here. It's getting late. I want to get some snares out, so trying to get it all done. We'll be sanding that drywall tomorrow night. Well, it's a nice day today. We're just getting organized. I was out to the workshop Got a fire started out there. Took a look at the drywall. Looks better than I thought it would, actually. I'm quite certain there's a couple spots there I think I'd like to add a bit more. It's drying out good. I sanded a bit, get a feel for that. That's going to go easy. Not looking forward to sanding it, but it shouldn't be a bad job. Got to add a little more in. I got exciting stuff here today, that's for sure. I have this old Nikita drill. My mother gave it to me for my birthday or Christmas when I was like 11 or 12. I was so excited about it to use this drill, and I really wanted to drill. Put it to a hell of a lot of work over the years. It's been a good drill. I had the one battery. It died a couple years ago. This one has got very little life in it left. It doesn't last very long. It got dropped, so it's cracked, so it's hard to open up. But you can't get these batteries anymore, which is too damn bad. So what I had been doing is using this drill and this impact, 1/4 inch impact, and I'd use this one the most. But there's lots of things I needed to, you know, a dedicated drill for all the different bits and stuff, and when you need a little more torque there. So and then my skill saw too. I have my skill saw, and they all run off the same batteries, these ones. So then I couldn't get any of my batteries to charge there, and couldn't put my tin roof on it. No, I couldn't get any of my batteries to charge, so it's like, what the hell? And sometimes I could get them to charge, sometimes I couldn't. I was skeptical my battery charger might have been ruined, but I wasn't sure if the batteries were just that far gone as well. So, but I did need a new drill because you can't get batteries for this one anymore. And I needed to figure out what was going on with the batteries of this one, because at that point I couldn't cut anything with my skill saw and had no functioning drills really, so that was a bugger. So my grandparents, my grandmother in particular, had been asking me about what I wanted for Christmas and stuff. So we've seen the drill kit on sale here. So I figure I'm kind of a tricky guy to shop for. I don't know, I usually just buy what I need, but they figured it's a good idea, and it was a good idea for sure, because there's nothing I needed more than a functioning drill, more batteries, and so that was it. So we kind of had that idea. So she had kind of mentioned it to me, so I had kind of known. So, and then when my batteries stopped working at all, I kind of just called there and asked about it, because I didn't know what to do about it. Well, do I go buy a couple more batteries and then probably get this drill kit anyway? So I was like, oh, I'm not sure. So I kind of hated to spoil the Christmas thing there a bit, but said it was no worries. So I got an early Christmas present here, guys. I'm very grateful. So thank you to my grandparents who got me this new drill with 2 new batteries. It's a drill kit. And then it's awesome. I need the dedicated drill, and I need the more batteries because I wasn't doing anything how I was out there. So it worked out well. But I was super excited about it because I took the battery charger from this drill and plugged in my old batteries, and they're working. So it was my battery charger that was ruined. I rely on this stuff all the time because my skill saw, my drill, my impact, and my 1/2 inch impact, which is a deadly tool here. Really a deadly tool. I use that one all the time. So it worked out very good, and I'm finally back in production here nicely. So a big shout out to my grandparents who very kindly gave me this drill kit. And it's got the 1.5 amp hour batteries on it. And I'm getting all my batteries charged up inside here because they won't charge outside my truck. It's too cold. And then we'll get right out of here. Okay guys, this is going pretty good. Yeah, so I just try and clean some of this shit off so I can see where the holes are, edge and everything. So it works real nice because it uses 3 perfectly. So I'm just gonna slide this in here. You see I'm overlapping about 6 inches here onto the previous sheet of drip head. just try and... There's something there it's catching on, but... So I want that end flush over there. How are we doing? Could come out a bit more. That's 2 more. How's that? That's good. So now we'll just beat it in there. 2 deadly drills here, boys. I'm loving this new one. What a treat it is to have her just working how she should be. So I'm just drilling through the drip edge. The tin's already drilled, and yeah, we'll get her going here. So 4 functioning batteries, 2 deadly drills, and winter boots that I've got fixed up here nicely, boys. So we're luxury today. She's a beauty. But yeah, first thing I was waiting on, forgot to order the drip edges. I was waiting on screws, and then I had no drill to put her in. So we're a little late doing this. In kind of a funny order, but it's no worries. So I got the one side tacked there now, and I'm gonna put this side in here. My ladder is highly safe where it's at. So I'll just beat it all the way in. I want this flush, eh? Like there's only so far it can go. Okay, so there's our drip edge done, guys. As you can see, it's gonna help shed the water off her roof there real nicely. Now, from there you can tuck your fascia under there if need be. I'm probably not going to ever. Here's the drip edge we're using. I ordered 3 sheets. I wound up with 4, but I plan to use this kind of tin again. See, it goes under like this. It's got this, it kicks out nice here, and then it kicks out on the bottom as well. So I figured that's a should kick out. Just working on gable and trim. This is the water sheds over top and then onto the next sheet, and it overlaps that way. And she looks pretty good that way. Okay, right straight. That. Yep, she looks good, guys. She really does. Bent over. Now I'm screwing this in both on the side and on the top. So we'll try and get her good here. I gotta take this screw out or we'll be fucked. Well, we're just gonna throw up the ridge cap here quickly. I've already got the first section up. My cabin, or my workshop faces west, so I'm overlapping the piece we were just working on, like that side, and then overlap it opposite the prevailing wind. So it should work good here, guys. But this is 15-foot roof. I guess these are probably a little longer than 10, eh? Yeah, about 10.5 feet actually. If I cut this one at 6 foot, it's gonna overlap about 1.5 feet, and that'll be plenty. Sure as hell don't need to put the whole thing on there, I figure, so we'll get this put in here. So I'm just gonna cut it, and how do I want to do that? I'll overlap with this side, I guess. Okay, there she be. Let's get her put on. That's how far we'll overlap it. Well, she looks pretty damn good there now, guys. That gable trim looks nice on the end. I've done both ends here. And I got the ridge cap up there as well. I'm not looking forward to putting that in. I should maybe be able to climb over the top. Otherwise, it'll set the it's pure ice or kind of melted then froze up there. So anyway, just getting some firewood hauled in. And this piece of shit just broke. So I'm going to Gorilla Glue the piss out of that. And then gotta charge up this battery here while I have dinner. Get ready to work tonight. Eggs and pork chops for dinner again tonight, guys. These are the smoked pork chops, but they're terribly small, so I had to go hard on the eggs there. But getting ready to get to work there outside at the workshop there probably all night again, and then give her again tomorrow. Oh man, I'm just the bearer of bad news tonight, aren't I? So what had happened is I broke the little case for the camera that sits in the camera there. So I actually went all the way to town just to get one. Now I could only find one that would work to hold the camera and bolt to the tripod. What I didn't realize, well, what I did realize, it was an underwater case for the thing. So the audio is not as great with it because I actually blocked off the audio port. Now it's just a little bit quieter, maybe not as crisp. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was, but damn was I pissed off there for a second. But when I'm carrying that camera around, or when the dog's wagging his tail there against it, it's kind of rattles around a bit. So sorry about that, guys. Man, was I pissed off about it. As soon as I figured it out, I got it fixed, but it was a little later than I would have liked to because I had got so far behind on the videos and didn't notice it. So have to maybe bear with me there a bit, guys. Sorry about that. But then I got fixed straight away, and I got 2 more replacement parts coming so that never happens again. But I think it's all pretty good. It's a little quieter at times, but rattle around a tad, but it all should be pretty good. I hope you guys can still hear me and stuff. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Well, guys, it's dark again, hey? Another day, another dollar. I went for supplies today because I needed them badly. Now, I had to get a few things very important. One is a new heavy-duty thing there for the camera. The other one, it broke and I couldn't set up the camera, so that sucked. So to get one of them, and a new battery for the camera, because I think the other one was giving me grief. And also had to put 040 in my truck. I started last night at like midnight. It was rowdy. You need that lightweight oil in this temperature. Now, big reason here. I started sanding in here last night, and I was just wearing a disposable mask, and it was no good, boys. You need one of these here. This is ugly stuff, hey? How the fuck do I even put this on, hey? Funny story, like, we're in the midst of a pandemic, right? For those who didn't know, what a stupid thing to say, but like, I have not worn a mask until today. That's not me being a dick. But I mean, like, I've been to town twice this entire fucking year, boys. And I'm not complaining about that either. You know? I just haven't worn a mask at all until today. The only time I ever wear them is shovel out grain bin. Now this is a good mask. The other one I had was just like cloth, like I could feel the deterioration of my lungs. I stopped pretty quick. I fucked around with a lot of shit, but I'm not gonna fuck around with that, because this is nasty stuff. It's just, you can feel it, boys. It sucks dick. So I'm trying to find the fucking sandpaper here. You can hear the yodelers howling. I thought I heard a wolf there. Anyways, just getting the skin shack ready for him, boys. I'll be in here in no time. Oh, you be careful there, doggy. Not into the hot dogs. Yeah, we're having hot dogs. Let's have them. Quick and easy dinner. Nothing fancy. Gets the job done. Yeah, so it's great, man. It's going good. I was pretty nervous about the whole drywall there. So, now we're gonna get going here. I have paint ready to go, and I'm itching to get her done. Now I have some fun projects there to tidy up tomorrow and get her ready for paint, finish that drywall mudding and whatnot, and some stuff more fun, a little more comfortable with, and it's more exciting. Today I also picked up shelving. I was super happy about that. It was on sale. And then I also got a vise, so I'm happy about this. I've needed one of them for a long time. I'm gonna build myself a workbench here pretty quick. But so it was nice, man. Like, I get too caught up in it. There's so much work. It just seems so you just do it all day, all night, and then I'm about the worst in the world at burning the candle at both ends. You know, I try and work all night and then I'm useless the next day. I try and do it too long or too much at once and then I'm useless and quality of work slips. So today was good, you know, went out, got other stuff done, got my truck serviced, needed to do that too and stuff, and do a little bit of a change of scenery there, get that motivation back, and then I'm more productive that way if I take time and do other things and try and hit her head on, you know. So it's good to have a break and change it up a bit. So I try and work on this a lot because I'm terrible about it. I'm about the worst in the world at it. So no, it's feeling good. And then my work's not as good. I don't get as much done. The videos start to go to shit. Like, this one's not terribly well done so far. So but we're gonna salvage it tomorrow because we got lots of deadly stuff to do. So. Well, what a beautiful day today, guys. Time to get shit done. It currently says I'm only making, what does it say, 47 watts, but the battery's fully charged, so I think it's my hypothesis that it was not how much power it's producing, but how much it's using to charge. I think it's got to be right, boys. Because I've had her up to like 300 watts tops, not quite. But like, this sun should be, you know, 400 or 500 probably with my 600 watt system. It's hard to say, I'm still playing around with it. But, like, there's no way. We got problems if 6 panels are putting out 50 watts today. Okay guys, so I'm going to hook up these solar panels. We're going to hook them up in parallel. So join our positives and our negatives. Now I don't have the Y branch. I have one Y branch connector. I had to bugger the other one. I don't have connectors for the lead, or I always call it lead, but for the feed line that's going to go through the wall. Fortunately, they've gave us lots of wire on these. What I'm about to do next, it's going to pain me a bit, but I just got to get her done because otherwise I'll be waiting on connectors to show up in the mail. I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm not. Yep. Ugh. So I just got to get them hooked up. Now, these can be put back on, so it's no big worries. But this is how it's gonna be for now. If I wanted to use these panels in a different system or something further down the line, well, I just have to put these connectors back on. I don't know how those connectors even get put on. I've never had to actually put them onto the wire, so I don't know if you can reuse them, but it's no big deal, guys. And this will work just as good. So we're just going to strip the wires back here a tad, and then from there we can feed them through the walls and stuff. The goal today is to get everything ready to go for paint. We're going to finish the roof up, hook up our solar panels. I got some hinges to put in, and then from there, we're ready to rep on the inside. I want to be ready to paint tonight, and then the work that we have left, it's all inside. It'll be nice. Okay, so this is 10 gauge. I have 8 feet of it. It's going to go right through the wall here for us, guys. So, yeah, it'll be plenty. So we'll have to feed that through the wall. See, I've got her kind of kinked up here, but this is 10-3. So We'll peel this back here as well. Now I'm just gonna pull the copper wire, the one without any insulation on it, and rip this apart here. See, I've just ripped. Okay, red and the black, and I'll cut the white. Or I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Figure it out. So I'll just get them twisted all together here, and then put my mirror on there. Now I'm just going to tape up these connections here. See, I'm already got them taped off individually. Now I'm just going to kind of tie them all together like this so it doesn't look as bad. Hold everything in place there nicely as well. Not a whole lot to do today. Just tidy things up here. I want to do some cleaning. Make sure I'm organized and in good shape to paint, because if I try and do that in a rush, it's going to end poorly. So, panels, you see they're in direct sunlight right now. They face the southwest, more the south than the west. They face the southwest now. They're a little bit more west facing than the ones at my over there a bit. Them ones are about ideal, but this is going to work damn good. All the same there's no worries, you know. So, yeah, that don't look too bad at all. Now I got to put it through the wall, and I haven't made my hole big enough, I don't think. I might have to bore it out a tad. Oh, fuck yeah, we did, boys. Right on. This was attempt number 2. First attempt, not worth a shit. Okay, guys, so I'm just securing it. And this is overkill for sure. Just put some 3-inch spikes there. That way, if anything does bump it, it's not going to pull out of the wall, because I don't want to do that again. But I did have to bore out that hole a little bigger, so I'm just going to hit it with a shot of silicone. And if I get this stuff everywhere, it's going to look like shit. Just but I already had it open, eh? Spray foam actually maybe would have not worked too bad there, but now that's sealed up good and it's watertight as well. So, I didn't have any clear stuff open, so. Okay guys, working on the next project here. See these here? Them are fixed pin hinges. And because these ones have the pins in them, and I just thought I might as well. Now I kind of just forgot and put the pin hinges in there by accident, kind of, you know. So that was not too very good, but you know, what can you do? It's not a big deal. So these are more pricey though. Like these ones are only $4 a piece. These ones here are a little more pricey, so I had to look around, find a good deal on them. And the good deal I found was in packs of 2. Now I didn't want 4, but 2 would do the trick, because then the top and bottom are secured and the center one will stay the same. So that's it. So all we're going to do here, guys, is pop these bottom and top hinges. Oh, I probably fucked the video with the sun there. We're just going to pop them in and out here. Okay, there's the first one. Now it'd be a real treat if these holes lined up, but I don't think they're gonna. place so you're not interfering with how our door's swinging, because it's swinging beautifully. Yeah, so it's still swinging just beautifully, guys. It stays in place very nice, doesn't close by itself. It's a beautiful swinging door, actually. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom one. You see, I did get lucky there how I drove that in. I wanted it to go into my thing. The second one should be easier on the bottom because the weight's not going to want to twist it out, and we'll get her done. For some reason it doesn't look straight. It is straight. It's just how I got that. Okay. Door's swinging beautifully. What more can you ask for? You know, stays in place. Swinging door I have, I think. These hinges are, it all works out in the end, boys. It always does. Okay, 2 of our projects are done here. The last one I'm least looking forward to. Now I should start with the hardest project of the day, but I haven't got the proper amount of caffeine in me yet to jump onto that fucking roof. Pure ingenuity here, if I don't say so myself, boys. Gotta tell ya, I think this is deadly. The beauty of this roof is not very high. Like, the walls are only, what, is it 8 foot there? Like, you fall, you're not gonna die. You know, it's gonna be a little sore, but it's not gonna be too bad. Like, you fall off the roof on my cabin at the highest, like, you're dead. So I put it in here. You see my shelving and shit too. So it's butt up against my tailgate. Otherwise, it's gonna walk out. And I put it up there. It shouldn't slide any further to the right. There's a chimney. Hopefully we can keep it. I want to get on top of the ridge. Like, if I perch up there, I'm fine. Well, the beauty of this too is if you slide down here, you land in the back of the truck. So I haven't been up there yet, so we'll have to see how it goes. Turn the camera on in case I fall and make good footage. And anyways, yeah. So I have longer screws to put through that ridge cap. And I'm on the north side here because it's melting. The other side is glare ice. I'd be all over the country. This should, in theory, work exceptionally well, as long as I'm not bending pin or anything. Just pure ice with ladder. Holy fuck, it's slick up here, boys. Unreal. Okay, I tried to sink it down a tad, but the gable end trim it's higher. You'll have to let me know. See, if you had a longer ridge or peak to the roof there, it wouldn't be so noticeable. But it's noticeable here, it's for sure. Yeah, so it looks real nice here. It's damn secure. We got all the tin there and it's working great. Here's my theory on everything here. Now, certainly there's gonna be there's just more material there, so you're gonna have a bend in it. Now I've sucked it down further, so it's actually pretty damn good there now, but it's still not great. You see, this side is particularly bad. Now this side is particularly bad because on this gable end it goes like this, eh? Now when I put this, I had trouble with this gable trim to get it to look nice because it wants to go straight. Tin don't like to bend, you know. So when it's got that kind of the bulge there in the center, this goes straight, and then there's a gap here on the top, which is why we're higher, I think. But it looks damn good. Now, if anyone has any tips on how to address that, I'm all ears. I'd love to know, but it's a project for the spring. I'm done with it. Anyway, I ate a lot of this here. Bread with blueberry jam. This is good shit. So I'm just having a snack here. Have a fair few of these and refill my thermos and refill my thermos and then head over there. I gotta clean everything up. That drywall is ready to sand again. I just put on very little, very thin. It's all ready to go. It's been warm in there. So I'm going to get her cleaned up and tidied up here before we get painting. I'm going to put first coat on in here in short order. So be fun. Okay guys, so coming along real nicely here. Got the battery charged up for my lights and stuff there. See here, you can see here I just finished up sanding the drywall there. There's very little to do, just a little bit of kind of touch-ups and stuff. I am deadly glad to be done with it. Now I'm just working at taping off the windows because I'm going to paint here in about 5 minutes. Okay, there. So hopefully that stays on there, but I have my doubts. And we're just going to start painting here. You see I cleaned up a bit, but not very much because it's like, just going to get a mess in here again. I got all this shit. It's got to stay in here. Anyway, boys and girls, that's it for me for this one. It's kind of an awkward video. We'll have to see how it all turns out and stuff, but I'm going to start painting and I'm excited for it. Hopefully it all goes good. We'll be able to see how well we did once we got her painted. Now, got lots of little odds and ends tied up in this one. It's a funny video, it is. But anyway, so I'm going to get right at her here, get her primer on tonight, and then paint tomorrow, paint again tomorrow morning, and then probably tomorrow evening. So we'll be done here, you know, in about a day, hopefully. Like I said, get into some more practical stuff, get it onto shelving and workbench. I'm excited for that because then I can start hauling stuff up here, start driving the fur into her, so it's going to be exciting. So, anyway, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching. Hope everyone's doing well and stuff. And stay tuned for the next one. Should be out right after this one. We'll get her all painted. So thanks for watching, guys.